Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm Sarah, and this is Tammy. And Tammy has been kind enough to spend some of her time today with me to share her experience about the 90-Day Awakening and Empowerment Program. Hi, Tammy. How are you?
Hi, thanks for having me. I am fabulous.
So Tammy was actually one of the first students who joined the program back last summer when I first rolled it out. And, I have been practicing for 20 years, teaching for 10, and I had to kind of switch modes in 2020. And that's how this program came to be. And Tammy was actually one of the most inspiring students that kind of showed me that, yes, not only can it work, but it is something very special that's not really offered out there. Because Tammy had been searching for a while, and then through working with me, she just made some amazing progress. And so that's what we're here to talk about today. So how about we start at the beginning? How did we meet, Tammy? I forget.
So it was on a networking group,
Great.
on a networking group, and it was a hi, I'm new. You introduced yourself. This is who I'm looking for. I'm looking to connect. And so then you had your calendar that you could just go in and schedule just time to chat with you to get to know you from anyone in the group. So I did that. And it wasn't because I don't think it was because like you do yoga, because I didn't like yoga. I just hadn't had enough experience at it, right? So it was just something about your personality, and you're in the health field. I'm in the health field, and so I just wanted to connect with you to see what you were all about. So that's how it started.
Yes, because I just moved to Utah. I don't do networking anymore nowadays, but I had just moved and I was trying to just get to know the community. And I was going to these networking groups trying to just say, hi, I'm the new kid in town. Okay, so then you see this video. I remember the video you saw. It was called What Does Awakening Feel Like? It's a video that I had rolled out, and I put it out on Facebook, and I just said, okay, I'm going to be running this 90-day program. Call me if you're interested. Do you remember what spoke to you about that?
Well, one of the first things that spoke to me in having my first conversation with you was when I asked you, why did you move from New Jersey to Utah? What brought you to Utah? And you told me, I don't know. And that was so up my alley. 100%. And I was like, yes, I love that. Because really, that speaks to me. Yeah. That speaks to me. If you would have told me that you did your research and you checked all these boxes, I would have said, that's nice. Good for you. Right. And for me, just me personally, that would have not been as good of a connection as your complete honesty of going, heck if I know. No idea, but here I am, because I feel like this is where I should be, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
And right? So you wanted to work with me partly because we kind of click, and you sense the honesty and the strength in the way that I teach, right? But you're not a yogi. You've never done yoga. And my program was like, it has 3 components: yoga, understanding, and holistic life coaching. So how was that? Was there hesitation, to start doing yoga? Is this going to work if it's not my thing?
So when you were advertising about the 90 days, what spoke to me is that the holistic coaching, the life coaching, all of that. And I just knew my system, my spirit was calling out to have some kind of help. Not that I was in dire straits emotionally or anything like that, but just moving forward in life, moving forward in a business that I wanted to create. I knew that I needed some extra help and some extra support. And the yoga was just kind of like, okay, whatever, sure. And then I guess I really didn't understand that, when you said, okay, so they're going to be 3 hours long. I'm like, what the heck are we going to talk about for 3 hours? 3-hour blocks, right? And so then when you told me that the first hour is yoga, I was like, dang, okay, whatever. Because I had done I had done your first class, and you used to charge $5 just to, have people show up. So I did the first class and I was like, don't love it, but okay. Oh, wait. I didn't sign up for your 90-day. I signed up for your yoga.
That's right. So I
Right.
would do it, and I used to do, because I just wanted people to get to know me. So I used to do, like, just try a class for $5. I promise, like, you'll like it, whatever. I don't do that anymore either. I did that for a few weeks while I landed here, and I was trying to get my word out and just get people to try the classes, because they're so different than any other yoga class that you're going to find out there, just because of the level of experience I have and how long I've been teaching. And, now what I do in 3.5-hour blocks, by the way, is I do the yoga teacher training program that way, because the 90 per day program had to become a little bit more flexible for people to attend at their own schedule and do 1-hour classes or 75-minute classes. So now the students who are enrolled in the yoga teacher training, they're going through that process that you went through back then, which was 3.5 hours, first the yoga, then the holistic life coaching and the deep understanding. Okay, so now you're in the program, you're doing some yoga. What is that like for you?
So it took me at least, I want to say, 4 to 5 classes. And you'd ask me at the end of every class how it was. And I would tell you, yep, I still don't like yoga.
And you would still keep showing up.
And that was top on my list. Absolutely. I think I only missed twice, and I was devastated that I couldn't make the class. But I'm kind of a hyper person. And so at the very end, when you're laying on your mat and you're all quiet and everything, and my mind is just buzzing continually going, I still got to do this. I got to make this for dinner, and blah, 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 blah. And my mind's just going. And it wasn't until about the 5th class that I was like, and it started connecting with me. And then I actually started falling asleep. And then I actually started enjoying it, even though, like, I could tell my body was really starting to connect with it. And I was blown away, because I've had surgery on both wrists. I have osteoarthritis, so they don't bend. People can see that. They don't bend like normal people's wrists do. It's just not physically possible. And so it's a little bit more difficult and challenging for me to do yoga, but Sarah kind of adjusted it. We would do some different things to help me to be able to do it. And now I love yoga.
I know.
Now I can proudly say I'm a yogi.
Yeah. And, I think that yoga is such a healing, and you're right. I have a lot of people who feel the same way that you felt, which was like, this is just not for me. I get annoyed. I'm in this pose. I'm bored. I really don't have time to just sit here. Can I just, go burn some calories and break a sweat? Mm-hmm. And there is something very healing about the practice. And this is why the program, the 90-day program, includes those 3 things: the yoga, the holistic life coaching, and the deep understanding. And, the students who take advantage of all 3 actually make the most progress, because it is a holistic approach. Because you could do all the yoga you want, and if you don't have that deep understanding of how the mind works, how the energy system works, how you're creating your reality, if you are not having that holistic life coaching to help you implement things into your life, then yoga becomes just kind of like a coping mechanism. You feel good, but you're not fixing the root cause of the problem.
Right.
And at the same time, a lot of modalities talk a lot about the problem, but they just spin and dwell on the problem, and then there's no healing, no energy shifting. That's what the yoga does. So talk to me about that second part. We were doing holistic life coaching, and you were reading these books and these modules. What were some of, like, your biggest aha moments as we went through that process of coaching and understanding?
Well, the first aha moment is that I actually liked the books a lot. And it connected so well. And I started understanding how being able to do the yoga, then moving directly into the coaching, having these reading assignments, like whenever I could fit it in, I'd be standing there brushing my teeth, holding the book, reading, and being able to write that down of what I got out of it and what I saw. And that really helps to put that all together, because just like you said, if you're just talking to someone and you're going around and around, if you're not connecting with the spirit, if you're not connecting with your higher self in being able to put all of those together, it's really just a business call or it's just yoga.
Yeah. Okay, so you go through this 90-day program and you actually started to get some clients because you are a energy code practitioner, right? So
Yes.
we should have started with that. So, and you had taken some courses about energy code, and then you went out and you took some more, and then you're always in a journey of improvement and learning. And now you're taking my 12-month program, which I'm so excited. You've been in it a month or two, just about, right? And we're making great strides. But what was it like to have that support in regards to your business? Like, how did your business change while you were working with me? What happened to you as a practitioner?
It became easier. It became easier to attract that, to put out that energy, and to be able to attract clients that would be interested in working with me. And I felt very settled and very like on the path, easy to go. When that 90 days was over and I wasn't quite ready to commit to doing a second 90 days or group, I was like, okay, well, I've learned all these things. Let's see what I can do on my own. And it shifted majorly after that. So I wish I could tell you that I had just taken your 90-day course and that was it. I was healed and I could move forward, right? But it didn't work. I learned through experience. And so knowing that we'd already had the conversation that you were putting together a 12-month. And so I think it was the end of January, it was like, okay, I've suffered enough. I'm not moving forward in my business like I was when I was working with you during the 90 days. And I think a lot of it has to do with you're just really understanding yourself, where you're coming from, where you need to be going, and you're having that connection. And without that constant coaching and the conversations there, my mind goes back and forth and back and forth, and I'm not steady anymore.
Yeah. So, your case is a little bit different because you are a practitioner, an energy code practitioner. So as a practitioner, I still have a teacher. Like, I have to continuously clean my side of the street. So a lot of people go through my 90-day program and they're fine because they're not carrying other students.
Right.
They have their families, they have the works, we get them to a cool place, and your family and your work was fine, right? Like before the 90 days, It was functioning okay. And during the 90 days, it was functioning okay. And after the 90 days, and now it's still functioning just fine. But because you're a practitioner, what happens is when you are putting out that energy, there's a whole other level of responsibility almost that you have to carry, a whole other frequency that you have to carry.
Right.
And when you say all of that, that's what comes to me. Like, that's not so easy to sustain, the energy of a professional practitioner that could attract the students, because students sense that.
Yes.
If you're walking the path or not.
Right.
And because of the level of experience that I have and how long I've been teaching, I'm really good at mentoring practitioners and getting their mindset in the right place and keeping them focused on the right thing and having those professional boundaries with students and clients, right? So that you can then build a successful practice that allows you to serve and then at the same time nurtures you.
Yes, very much.
Yeah. Okay. So now you're just fast forward a little bit. You joined the 12-month program because you did something else in between and then you came back and now you're joining the 12-month program. What has that been like for just 30 days? You've only been in it 30 days. What has happened?
Well, let me tell you what it was like just before I decided that this was do or die. I had to make this work. I had to find a way to make this work because what that felt like before was the floundering, was it was the thought of, can I really do this? Can I really move forward and do what I think that I want to do, that I think that I'm being told to do? And I was trying to decide, do I understand the concept and I agree every coach needs a coach. And that's just what's going to happen for the rest of your business career, right? And so I was trying to decide, do I need to go to like just a strictly business coach and work with that? I'm still really drawn to Sarah's type of coaching, things like that. So I was like, okay, I finally just said, okay, we just need to have a conversation. And as soon as we had a conversation about it, I knew that I didn't want to go just the strictly business coaching route. I knew that I needed both. And that has been like, it clicked immediately. I've already moved forward leaps and bounds. I'm enjoying the reading again. I'm way focused again. And I have that confidence. Yeah. I have that grounding and that confidence that allows me to go, oh, you want me to do this? I don't know the first thing about that, but sure. All right, we'll put it on the plate and we'll do it.
I want you to do this. I give you homework for doing specific things that I want you to do. So like, you want to do what?
I don't know what that is. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I like doing the mentoring because I happen to have, I think the success in business is based on two things. You need your mindset in the right place. You need the energy to be right. You need to be healed, because only as much as you've healed can you actually help others healed, right? But then you still need the practical, tangible aspects of creating and sustaining a business and recruiting and enrolling students and keeping those professional relationships and having the right mind, the right pricing, the right payment plans. Like all of that helps, right? Because you could only help somebody if they sign up for your program. If they don't sign up for your program, you can't help them. You have no idea how many students get on the phone with me, potential students, they see an ad on the internet, they get on the phone with me, and then they can't take that leap. And I'm like, oh, if you could just take the leap, I could help you. And those who do thrive. And those who don't, oftentimes they end up finding other teachers that maybe just blow smoke up their ears, make them feel really good. And you probably won't get that with me.
No. You're pretty black and white.
All right. What would you say to someone who's considering this 90-day program?
Take the leap. No questions asked. Take the leap. It will benefit you in every way, shape, or form. If that's what your soul has been like calling out to you, that you need to do something, Sarah's program is the program you need. Trust me.
Thank you, Tammy. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thank you for your time today, Tammy.
Thank you.
Day. Take care.
Okay. Bye.